I know you just want to get straight to the predictions, so let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, we are going to start with the Feather Cup. So essentially, a lot of this is based off the prefix data mine. However, with Waluigi Stadium, Wave 4, everything to do with that, the swaps, this has been just something to go off of rather than to copy entirely. So I have swapped them around a bit. So let's start with Athens Avenue. So a Mob AT is something that's been data mined for Tour. I think that will be Athens because it has a pillar and, you know, stuff like that, and we need 3 more city tracks anyway, so Athens Avenue, I think that's a pretty safe bet. I probably would have had that at the end of the Cup, and it probably would have been if LA Laps would have been in Wave 4, which it should have been, but, you know, we'll have to do here. Next we have GCM Mushroom Bridge. Now this really should have been in Wave 4, but unfortunately it was pushed forward because Waluigi Stadium was put in Wave 4, which was meant for Wave 3. Yeah, that whole thing's a joke. But yeah, Mushroom Bridge, I had originally predicted this one to be in Wave 3, which is a bit of a stupid prediction on my part, but you know, yeah, GCM Mushroom Bridge, that's where I'm going to put it in Wave 5. In Koopa Cape now, we have that. I think that this suits better as a first or second track, specifically a second, because, you know, we have the city ones, but Koopa Cape would work here too. And finally, we have Los Angeles Laps. This was meant to be the final course in the Boomerang Cup, but it can work well in the Feather Cup as well. So overall, I would actually say that that's a very, very solid cup. Better than either of the Wave 4 Cups, because it has no real bad ones. So we're going to go on to the Cherry Cup. So first of all, we're going to start off with the Madrid Maze. There is a Mob MD or something like that. I know that this might not be a city track, but I think that it probably will be, and it's nice to go off of anyway, since I don't really think any of the others would be. Madrid Maze, that works. Madrid's a cool city, it would work well in the Cherry Cup. Next we have GCN Daisy Cruiser. I know this is the second GCN track in this wave, but I think that would work very well because it doesn't work in either the Acorn or the Spiny Cup, and I think it was originally meant to be there anyway, so yeah, Daisy Cruiser, it works well. So, finally, in terms of kind of retro tracks for this wave, we have Vanilla Lake, but I've put a remix. So, the SNES debate is between mostly Bowser's Castle and Vanilla Lake. Now, I know there are a ton of reasons for Bowser's Castle. It's in a 3 spot, so it's meant to be climactic. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree in a lot of areas, and I think that's about a 50-50 chance. I've only put Vanilla Lake RMX here because I would actually really hope that this could be a thing. Because, yeah, you could say Vanilla Lake's a bit too similar to Snowland, and, well, yeah, that's true. You can do so much more with it in this regard because you could have a different lap system for each one. Maybe have Vanilla Lake 1, Vanilla Lake 2, the RMX. This would be a great way to implement the remix courses into mainland Mario Kart. I know this would probably be the only time it would ever be done, but still, it's a good thing to have. And finally, we have DK Temple. So this would probably be based off of that Colosseum thing we see in, I think it's DK Island, in the Mario movie. And this will come out just after the Mario movie. I don't know when the release event is. I think it's April. But yeah, this will come out after anyway, so people will be familiar with that. I think that's great. DK, there has been a DK track that's been data mined, so I think something like this could work out very well. Okay, so now we are into Wave 6, and we're going to start off with Tourist Vancouver Velocity. I think this is everyone's favorite city track. It is genuinely on par with a lot of normal tracks, and I say that as someone who's not the biggest city track fan. I love Vancouver Velocity. It's really great. It would definitely be in my top 15 or so courses in the Booster Course Pass, and that's saying a lot considering I'm not the biggest city track fan. Next we have Sunset Wilds. Now this is a bit of a tragedy because of the GCM Waluigi Stadium thing, because Maple Treeway had originally been here. I would have hoped Waluigi Stadium would have been safe till this spot, but no. People are saying it could be Koopa Cape, but it wouldn't work for any other GCN track, so I've had to go with Sunset Wilds just because Albert Boris did it, so I feel a little less bad doing it. But yeah, Sunset Wilds, it would be a good thing to have in Wave 6 because it would break up the pace, and it's just a nice simple track, you know. Sunset Wilds is a fan favourite alongside Vancouver Velocity. It would really make this wave popular. So now we have Piranha Plant Cove. Now, Piranha Plant Cove is a track currently in Tour. It's very good, although a bit ovular. I think that it would definitely suit the Acorn Cup. It's not quite ambitious enough, in my opinion, layout-wise, to be at the end, so I would have to give that to the bathroom course, which is the data mine. Now, I know people also think this would be at the end of Wave 5, a bit like Piranha Plant Cove, but yeah, the bathroom track, I call it Bathroom World for some reason. I think that'll be there. It looks like a great course anyway, so I don't mind where it is. It'll definitely come to the game. And finally, we have the Spiny Cup. Now, this is going to be probably my favourite cup of all time. First of all, we're starting with Mumbai Mobility. Now, I have no idea what city track will be here, but out of all the data mined ones, we do have Mob. I think it's Mob MU, which would be Mumbai Mobility there. So I'm just going to predict that. It probably won't be. That's a long shot, but whatever city track, it'll probably be good because it'll be in the Spiny Cup. Next we have GCN Dino Jungle. That's a really fun track as well. It was the debates between that and DK Mountain, because Riverside Park is probably only going to be one more of that type. I think it'll be Dino Jungle because of the Peach Gardens thing, you know, the third last track of the row. Dino Jungle, great track. Finally, we have, out of the Nitro tracks, we have Jolly Roger Bay. Now, I've only picked Jolly Roger Bay because there's been another Datamine track with a moray eel. Now, I know we saw this with Piranha Plant Cove, and I do think that it could be a little redundant to have two tracks of this variety in the same wave. But come on, it is Jolly Roger Bay. I think a track of that would be one of the greatest things to happen. And I would love that so much. Really great. Anyway, finally, my favourite track of all time, except for Mount Wario, we have Wee Rainbow Road. Oh, please, I hope that they don't. I hope that they really do this track justice in 8 Deluxe. Don't make it 2 laps. It's not actually that long. It'll finish off the booster course pass. I love Wee Rainbow Road, and I'm so glad that it's almost certainly gonna return. I am, overall, just about this whole predictions, I'm fairly confident. I think that I will definitely get at least, I'm going to say at least 10 of these in the correct exact positions, and I'm going to say that I'm going to get 12 of these, at least, tracks correct, most of them being the retros. The only retro track I'm actually unsure about is Vanilla Lake, because that could be Bowser's Castle, but, you know, apart from that, I'm very confident in this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.